Today, the Hall of Fame let their 26 semifinalists for the Hall of Fame be known, and guess what? The Carolina Panthers had two guys on that list. Hey, I'm Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, and today the Hall of Fame announced on the offensive side, Carolina Panthers have Steve Smith, and on the defensive side, they have Sam Mills that have made semifinalists. Now that list will be further reduced down to about 15 near the Super Bowl, and we'll see if those guys continue to make it. I sure hope that they do. Let's go talk about the All-Pro voting, which has been taking place, and Carolina Panthers has been represented well, with Hassan Reddick leading linebackers at his current position. Hopefully we'll get a few more guys that could be on that list. Certainly would like to think Christian McCaffrey could be on that list if he had not have missed the games that he has. If you have not already voted, please vote for the Pro Bowl. Get these guys to that game. Now let's go to the injury report. J.C. Horn, which is not on the injury report, was seen today at practice in a red jersey. We haven't seen him out there in a long time. When asked Coach Rhule about the status of J.C. Horn and when he'll be able to come back, he said he doesn't know, but does know that as these guys are going through getting back on the field, they have checkpoints where they may have bring him back out on the field, see what they can do. So that's all he can say for J.C. Horn. Now, in terms of the full injury report, give me just a second to switch screens here. We had two guys that are on that injury report that did not practice. I'm sorry, one did not practice today. That was safety Miles Hartfield due to his wrist, and then the other would have been guard John Miller due to his ankle. Now, some talk that started Sunday, as a matter of fact, was about the leadership on this team. Hassan Reddick, who I mentioned was a Pro Bowler at this moment, or leads the Pro Bowling at this moment, talked about leaders can't be buddy-buddy. You know, you gotta, essentially saying that if a guy messes up, whether he's a good friend of yours or not, you gotta chew him out just like you would a guy that's not a buddy of yours, it's just another teammate. So that has been a talk. Hey, where has his locker room been in terms of leadership? Where do they stand? Coach Rhule today talked a little bit about leadership. I'm gonna play that piece for you right here.
But as you go through the twists and turns and trials of a season, the high moments, the low moments, real leadership emerges. True leadership is not convenient leadership. It shows up when there's adversity. There's not a lot of adversity in training camp. So, as you go through it, guys, guys show, hey, I can lead too. So all of a sudden you look around, and you have guys like Hassan Reddick. You have guys like A.J. Boye. You have many more. Guys like Jermaine Carter emerge. So we don't think we have any shortage of leadership. It's just. Just trying to make it all cultural. I go back to the Ravens. I don't mean to talk about another team, but I'm watching them play, and they lost all those tailbacks this training camp to injuries, right? But then they still run the football at a really high level because it's cultural. This is what we do, and so so often for us, we have a couple injuries. We have to just keep overcoming it. It has to be a culture here of execution, a standard of performance and preparation, and then we have to get to the games on Sunday and deliver. And we have just not done that consistently. And there's not weeks where I've said, boy, that's a bad week of practice. I thought last week was as good as there was, and we got to the game and just we didn't play the way we're capable of.
So Cam, he's not one of the guys that has a C on his chest, but a lot of people have noticed that Cam is a natural leader, and Rhule went on to talk about Cam, saying that he really wishes so many people could see all the work that Cam put in. I mean, for him to come out and have the game that he did in Arizona with three days, for him to have the game that he had recently with only 10 days, that was pretty good against the Washington football team. Says this guy on Monday when he left the building about 8:15, most guys are long gone. He still sees Cam Newton in the building doing work, and went on further to say guys like Christian, guys like Cam and others on this team, they're veterans, and they lead by example. And it feels like sometimes these young guys or younger guys will be on the league and just see what Cam and Christian and other good guys do just on Sunday, but they don't really realize all the detail and the work that's necessary to be put into becoming a good player. Furthermore, about the leadership, Brian Burns mentioned that not now, but it could have been happening all season long, but he mentioned that they have been now, when watching film, if a guy messes up, hey, he points out, hey, that's my mistake. I'm going to be accountable for it. So it seems like all the things that are necessary are going in the right direction for this team to get back on track on the defensive side. Brian Burns went on to say that Hassan Reddick, I think it was after the Atlanta game, he talked to the team as a whole about the leadership that needs to happen. And Brian Burns also mentioned that it's not just one guy that's making a lot of mistakes. It's everybody all across the board. And if everybody would just do their job, things will be better. And he said it's not that difficult to be special. To be special, you just need to do your job and be good at doing your job. And that's where this team needs to get back to. In terms of that secondary, which, was tested a little bit during the Washington football team, Coach Rhule said, seemed like he was thinking about how to say it, but he did not claim that he was going to make any changes to the secondary as of yet. So let's talk about facing Miami, because there's a game coming up this Sunday. Wish I was going to be there, but I'm not, man. It's nice weather in Miami right now. Facing Miami, this team is on a 3-game winning streak. So they have a little bit of juice coming into this game. Brian Burns talked about the fact that the quarterback himself is a guy that can be mobile, get on his feet, which is something that you have to be aware of. And Coach Rhule talked about facing Miami in that this defense has been playing pretty good. Has been a reason why they've been able to get on this win streak that they are in. They do a lot of blitzes. They already did a lot of blitzes before playing Carolina. Would anticipate that with Cam Newton still not fully abreast on the playbook, doing good at knowing the current game scheme, but doesn't know every check down, every audible, everything. Would imagine that the coach will put a lot of blitzes out there for Cam to see how he reacts. So I'm sure that Coach Rhule is preparing for him in that. And that will be our final report for the week out here at the field. We'll have some more reporting throughout the week, but everything will be virtual as the team is celebrating, or everybody's celebrating Thanksgiving. Coach will move things early tomorrow, give the guys a chance to get out of here on Wednesday morning, spend some time with their family. They're going to push things back a little bit on Thursday for those guys to try to have as much time as they can. I will be bringing a special video to you for the Thanksgiving edition. Hey, if you're still watching, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications, because I do go live a lot of times to get some fan interaction. Would love to interact with you guys. Did one on Monday for my weekly show. It was great having people on the show, so would love for you to consider doing so and help me to reach my 5,000 subscribers goal. Hey, that is it for today. I'm Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.